गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started contemplation on the 10th chapter, that is the Dasharopakhyaana, wherein we have seen the first four topics, that is Srishti Krama and likewise. So let us take a quick review before we start to the next topic, that is Vasana Tyaga. So what we have to say in a Srishti Krama, the manner of creation, Vasishtha Rishi is addressing to the Rama, mighty arm Rama. Here in this manner, the body, how it assumes the undivided form of this Brahman Supreme Spirit, even though it is not undivided. So what it means to say by that, Vasishtha Rishi, what it wants to say, Brahmam Shrunu Mahabhavo Sharira Grahana Kramaka. How this body has been received by this Brahman or a supreme spirit or undivided consciousness or unbounded consciousness. ये कैसा क्या दिखता है, by what it is being projected. Listen from me now. That's what Vasishtha Rishi is telling Rama. And Rama, he was already dejected and he was suffering. So he has said in the 10th chapter, he is telling him how this suffering which is there to the Rama, which his state is miserable, is wrong. It is that he has to improve the understanding, and that is only possible by attaining satsang, attaining the scriptural studies from a right person, from a wise person. Which who is the right person? How to identify where is the right person or not? If he is bringing your mind towards oneness, let it be anyone. Let him be a brahmachari, let him be a sannyasi, or let him be a grostha. If he is trying to bring your mind to one divinity, that is transcendent, immanent, one without second, or that is supreme spirit, that is undivided spirit, that is unbound spirit, or that is self, whatever name you want to give, if he is bringing that, that means he is making your life pleasurous in the relative world. That is, he is making you be happy, not become happy. He wants to keep you 7 by 24, 365 days as happy. And who doesn't want happiness? Point is only in this business of spirituality or in this business of religion, people wants to earn money, people wants to create ashramas, people wants to create their own empire, big names, this guru, that guru, that guru, that guru, that guru. But nobody says that your own being is a guru, your own inside there is a guru sitting. And for that guru, there is no money is required, no pampering is required, no ego is required. That is yours. And everybody has that. Only one has to point that, see, it is here. In your loving heart, only that Ishtadevat is sitting. Call him. So what is that Ishtadevat? That Paramatma is only in this world it is projected. वो परमात्मा ही इस जगत में प्रोजेक्ट हुआ है. There is nothing inside and outside. अपन सोचते हैं अरे अंदर में कुछ अलग है, बाहर कुछ अलग. Nothing inside and outside. So keep cool, keep relaxed, be happy always. By its own divine potentiality, that Paramatma or Almighty or unfragmented consciousness or Brahmin or self, whatever name you want to give it, he manifests as the world. वो खुद ही world manifest हो जाता है. कैसा होता है? Like fire. If you say that what is the characteristics of fire, its potential characteristics to is burn. Similarly, Atma Tattva is also unconditional. Its characteristics is to manifest if it's given the opportunity to get in touch with time, space and object. अगर time, space, object के साथ में परमात्मा आ गया तो then it becomes संसार. So for the sports, everything is happening. That's what we said. यहाँ पे अपन pilgrimage के लिए आए. We have come here only on a pilgrimage. यहाँ तो अपन मस्ती करने के लिए आए, बाकी कुछ नहीं है. So if a person goes for a pilgrimage, what he does before going itself, he give a telephonic call, puts up an email, talks to the people. Then those people are good or not. He checks on the YouTube. He checks on the his social platform, finds the review. Oh, these are all good people. This is accommodation where I can stay. Temple accommodation, ashrama accommodation. Good. So happy before going itself, happiness starts. So happy. This is God's grace. Oh, He has helped us. All that thing he starts saying. Finally, he reached there and he enjoys that pilgrimage. Similarly, we also reach this pilgrimage called as world and enjoy there. And when you want to go to your house, your God will call you. Your father, original father, will call you. So all these problems in this world can be dissolved by only one word, that is लीला. जगत में के सब प्रॉब्लम डिसॉल्व किए जा सकते हैं अगर उसको अपन लीला बोलेंगे. कौन सी लीला? अगर अपने इष्ट देवत कृष्ण है तो कृष्ण लीला, अपने इष्ट देवत राम है तो राम लीला. So in every लीला, what is there? Good and bad, everything has to be there in Leela because it is Leela. So there is nothing to argue about it. अरे वो तो अच्छा नहीं है, ये लोग अच्छे नहीं है, वो लोग अच्छे. Don't argue. When time space exists, objects are projected. So when influence of time space and object are violent, then we are called as jiva. Then when this influence of time, space and object are not that violent, then we are the seekers. And when the influence of the time, space and object are zero, then we are परमात्मा. इतना सिंपल डिफरेंस है. तो टाइम स्पेस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट यही पूरा अपने को घुमा रहा है. गो टू द बेड. When you go to the bed, what happens? You pull a quilt, try to go inside that, and say, I want sleep, I want sleep. Then you say, your want is dropped, I is dropped, want is dropped, so remains is sleep. And when you sleep, all your thoughts become zero. When you get in morning, if you sit on your bed, then you will remember you are only thoughtless person. Your all thoughts are suspended. Again it starts. I have to go to kitchen, prepare a tea, I have to get fresh. All those again you start making samsara. So mind is consciousness if it is uninfluenced by time, space and object. And Jiva is a phenomena and it is not an individual. Paramatma, which is identified with a gross body, is called as Jiva. And this is some kind of imagination in the mind. अपने ही मन में वासना ही है. So involved and agitated with worldly things, whereas objectless awareness is Chidakash. Moment, the space, then it has been given the example of Akash, Vayu, fire, water, and earth element. How these elements have come, then how the mind has come, and how this whole samsara has started. That has been very nicely explained in the first topic, that is Srushti Krama. So likewise, Srushti Krama goes, and finally Vashishta says, see this world born out of imagination, risen like a long, long dream. ये तो एक dream है. So don't talk about the past. Don't become special. Speciality takes us away from our divinity. So purpose. What is the purpose of reading the scriptures? Purpose of study of scripture should be very clear. Come back to your divine self. You have to come back to your divine self, and that is the purpose of your spirituality. So no sankalpa and vikalpa, no argument, no comments, no suggestions, nothing of that sort. It is only the divinity. So where the question comes. So that's why Papaji from Lucknow used to say, keep quiet. Moment you keep quiet, you are very close to the divinity. So how's the life should be there for a sadhaka? You should try to become Shrotriya Brahmanishta. Shrotriya means well versed with the scriptures, but then you have to apply in life. That is Brahmanishta. You have to come back to your divine nature. So unless you come back to your divine nature, nothing is going to help you. So that was regarding the first topic. Second topic was Dashura Tapa. So now this Dashura, who was the son of a Seja, he get miserable because his parents died, his mother and father, both of them died. He was verily weeping, loudly weeping. Then what happens is the forest deity consoles him. You are the son of such and such Rishi, and you are crying. What is the point? What learning you have? So then he keeps mum and then he goes and do all these subsequent rites in the honor of father. But then he thinks again, tapasya comes, okay, till I get to know what is the reality of this world, I'll go and sit on the Nepa tree top. And there he sits in Padmasana and suffers. But then finally suffering also comes to an end because he mind becomes subtler and subtler. He knows from the equation mind minus thought is equal to consciousness. So he reduces all the thoughts, thinking process is reduced. What happens is mind is dissolved into the consciousness. So, very simple example is given. Man is one, and then he has been projected as husband, projected as son, projected as grandfather, projected as father-in-law. So many things is projected, but actually is man. Woman projected as mother-in-law, projected as mother, projected as sister, projected as daughter. And it continues, upadhis are going on. But really is what? It is woman. So when you really know your own nature, then what will happen? You will be always happy, blissful. So it is a solid conscious existence. There is nothing more than that. It is only Chidakash. And this has been known to the Shura, and he becomes Prabhutva. His mental tranquility is attended. The moment mental tranquility is attended, he is cheerful, blissful, happy, cool, relaxed under all situations. वो बड़ा खुश है, हर सिचुएशन पता चल गया है कि जगत ऐसा है, कैसा जगत है, ये मैनिफेस्ट होता है, पहले अनमैनिफेस्ट था, मैनिफेस्ट हुआ, फिर अनमैनिफेस्ट होगा। तो ऐसी जो अनमैनिफेस्ट मैनिफेस्ट अनमैनिफेस्ट की साइकिल में चल रहा है, उसके लिए क्या रोना? Why to cry about this? Is understood. Then this Devi again comes in the third topic, Putra Prabodhanam. She comes and a forest goddess begs that for a lovely son, then he gives a flower. After 12 years, he brings that son in the place of flower, and she says, I already taught him proficient in all arts and science and all that. Now you make him proficient as far as the knowledge is concerned, supreme knowledge concerned. So Dashira agrees, and Dashura says, tell the story of Swatha, literally self-arising. He tells the story, and he tells that this Swatha has so many attributes as far as body is concerned. He has the two lamps like sun and moon. Then he has the body which has nine opening, and likewise he explains. After this, fourth topic is Sankalpa Prabhava. His putra asked him, who is this king named Swatha mentioned by your honor? ये कौन है आपने जो बताया कि मेरे को बता के समझा के बताया, मेरे को समझ नहीं रहा. So then he explains, Dashura says, यही संसार का रूप है. This configuration is of worldly existence, which has been narrated by me to you. And the idea born of the supreme sky is called as this Swattha, self-arising. He is born of his own accord and is dissolved of his own accord. So that has been told, and subsequently this topic goes on, and he explains three kinds of thoughts, Sattva, Raja, Tama, and likewise we come to a point like where now this shloka number 49, it says, on the destruction of thought, consciousness indeed goes to the state of not looking up to what is pursued, and having given up the web of uncertainty, the non-dual bliss is obtained. So when you give all the thoughts from your mind, when your all thinking process stops or gets suspended, what happens is mind get dissolved into the consciousness that has been said. Now we came till this point. Now we are starting today. Putra Uvacha, Shlok number 50. कीदृशस्तात संकल्प कथम उत्पद्यते च स कथम च वृद्धिमायाति कथम चैष्य विनिश्यति. Father, of what kind is thought, how is it is produced, how does it attain growth, and also how does it perish. ये पूरा सृष्टि स्थिति प्रलय बताना है वो किसका, thought का. So now Dashura Vacha, he explains, अनन्तस्यात्म तत्त्वस्य सत्ता सामान्य रूपिणा चिताचेतोन्मुखस्त्वं यत् यत् संकल्प अंकुरम vidu. The state of being intent of what is pursued, of consciousness which is unlimited, self-destruction, and is nature of a pure being equally, is considered as the sprout of the thought, that is imagination. 52 number, भावयन्ति चिति चेत व्यतिरिक्तमिवात्मम संकल्पतामुपायाति बीजम अंकुरता इव. The conscious mind thinking of the cognized object as if it were separated from it arrives at the state of thought, imagination, just as a seed attains to the state of sprout. So now everything is happening where? Everything is happening in Chidakash, everything is happening in Bhutakash, everything is happening in the Chittakash. So that has been tried to explain here. संकल्पने ही संकल्प स्वयमेव प्रजायते वर्धते स्वयमेव वाशु दुःखया न दुःखाय च. Thought is indeed born of thought only by itself. It grows by itself by grief, but not by the happiness. Bhavana bhavamatrena sankalpa shriyate swayam तंडुलस्य यथा चर्म नश्यन्ति क्रियास्त्र जीवस्य सजो उपवेश नश्यते व न संशय. Thought wave, thought imagination waste away by itself merely by the absence of recollection. And that means if you are dekho suno bolo mat, so naturally mind will go to the infinity, that is the consciousness. When observed and attempted, and memory of the past is become thought or imagination. In in the absence or of ideation or born of the past, their cognition or perception, which is the nature of undivided consciousness, is alone present. Just as the skin of rice perishes by action, this is surely destroyed, though it is a natural disposition of the individual soul. There is no doubt about it. So it is very nicely explained. And by Vasishtha Rishi, by Dashura to his son, and subsequently now what the Vasishtha Rishi has to say, we'll see in 50th shloka. Dasharakhyayikesha te kathata chintaya tvaya. This story of Dashura has been narrated to you. You let this be pondered over again and again. So why this story has been told, the Dashura story is that? Because you have to ponder over it again and again. What is that pondering like? Pondering is like you have to tell yourself कि दिस सत्ता इज नथिंग अदर देन यू. आप ही वो हो. आप ही अपनी संकल्पना इमेजिनेशन माइंड में चालू कर देते. लाइक आई एम सिटिंग इन बजाज नगर नागपुर. Oh, here sitting aisle में, oh, I have to buy a raincoat. Last time the raincoat was not good, so I have to go. Then I'll search now in the market where is the raincoat available, off season discount, 30% lower cost. So I'll go there and buy the raincoat. So this is all imagination. Instead of that, you should have waited for new season to come, and that time if it's really needed, find an analysis whether you really need it, and if you really need it, then go for it. Nobody stops you. But otherwise, what we do is we keep on projecting and accumulating the things and beings. लोगों को और वस्तुओं को जमा करते रहते. That has been said here. So this is very nicely told. Srushti Krama has been told. Subsequently, Nashorotapa has been told, and subsequently, how this Putra Prabodhanam has been told, and Sankalpa Prabhav we are now doing. And we come to the stage like where he has been told to us that you have to ponder over this story again and again. Now let us see fifth topic, that is a Vasana Tyaga. So before we start fifth topic, Satta cannot be denied. Thought has it comes, thought will always come, but then say don't take it real. I never come, and I never go. Yours is a constant existence or the essential divinity that we are, that is Ananta. We see we are immediately sprouts comes. This is the Sankalpa which is called as by Raman Maharshi. Our own habit of commenting, suggesting and evaluating, and still slowly we die. So that has been told here. Now let us take the last topic, that is the Vasana Tyaga. Renunciation of the mental impression. What we mean by that? Shloka number 56. Kartutva akartutva chode vidyate paramatmani सर्वथो हम कर्तेति दृढ़ भावनाया नग प्रति प्रवाह पतितं कर्म कुर्वन्नपि न लिम्पते. So now this is the sadhana has been told by Vasishtha Rishi through Ram to us. What is that sadhana? The state of doer or that of the non-doer both exist in the supreme self. मेरे को काम करना है या मेरे को काम नहीं करना है, दोनों सुप्रीम स्पिरिट्स में है. Sinless one, I exist in all. I am not the doer by which there comes conviction. One is not tempted though performing action that has fallen in the course of it. So he's doing all the actions whatever required, but there is no ego for him. 57. अथ सर्वं करोमीति महाकृततया तया यदाक्षयसि स्थिति राम तत् कामयुक्ततया बिंदु. Rama, but if you desire to fix it or contemplate, I do everything by the state of supreme, then even that is considered as excellent. श्लोक नंबर 58. अथवा सर्वकर्तृत्वम् अकर्तृत्वं च राघव सर्वत्यक्ता मन अपित्वा सत्या मात्र स्थिरो भवेत्. Or else Raghava, abandoning all the state of all doer, non-doer, and drinking up the mind by firm, steady practice or mere existence. So we have to again do these activities for becoming activityless. Do all this boga for only for becoming divine or becoming wise more and more. So that has been told here. And next shloka is Sanchatya sa prayatnena deham iti yasiti bando hi vasana abando moksha syata vasanashaya vasanatam tam parityajya moksharthi tvam apitaja. So that stage which regards I am the body, shall be renounced completely. That is to be renounced. Bondage by mental impression is indeed impression. Bondage, liberation is a destruction of mental impression. Having abandoned that mental impression is he also given up the desire of liberation. So what happens is expression of happiness itself is a completion of work. If you are really happy, then it is a completion of work. Otherwise, you are suffering in the life for remaining in this samsara. Next shloka. तामसी वासना पूर्व तत्व विषय वासना मैत्रदी brahmana anamni dhruva nama vasana. Having abandoned that, the tamasic mental impression, those of the nature of irrities, ignorance and darkness, stepped in the objects of the sense, taking hold of this stainless mental impression called as feeling of the friends and likewise. So they are given the example of yoga, karma, karuna, mudita, likewise, which all takes you towards that same almighty which we are searching for. तापन्त्य परित्यज्य तापि व्यवरनपि अतः शांत समस्ते हो नव चिंतमात्र वासना. Having abandoned even those mental impressions internally or in the mind, though acting as such attitudes, be positive of the old impressions of pure consciousness with all desires objected condition pacified within. तामपत्य परित्यज्य मनोबुद्धि समन्वितम शेष स्थिर समाधानो येन तजति तज्जित. Then abandoning even that mental impression, idea or pure consciousness associated with the mind, intellect and finally steady deep contemplation on what remains, give up that which you give up the various mental impressions. So you have to give up that. Samadhi yat karmani ma karoti va hृदय नास्ते सर्वथा मृत्यु एवात आश्चर्य. Let him then perform or not perform either action or not action. And he in whom all support has vanished with the mind is indeed liberated and he has attained the highest abode. What do you mean by this? Samadhi yat karmani ma karoti va hृदय nasta sarvata bhuktam evat ucham. That means if this worldly presence or bhutakash doesn't trouble you, so you are in the nirvikalpa samadhi. Naish karmane na tasyartho na tasyarti karma bhi sanyakta vasana atma na drute nastu tuttama padam. So for him there is no significant by inactivity or now there is any significance, any sense by action. There is no excellent about except the silence with all mental impressions absorbed. So that's what is been said in Raman Maharshi also. Like Raman Maharshi has not talked for around 18 years because there is nothing to talk. ये जगत में बात करने लायक कुछ है ही नहीं, सभी डिविनिटी है. किससे क्या बात करेंगे, किसके लिए बात करेंगे, किसके लिए क्या करेंगे, दो वो खाना खाओ और मजे से पड़े रहो. So that's what he has done here, and there he says whether you work or don't work, whether you do something or don't do it. So what happens is all this worldly idea get dissolved moment you say that I am the divinity. So you rise to that yogic samadhi. Likewise, next shloka 67-68. Kim karoti, kim gacchami, kim yuami tajami kim. Atmana puritam vishwa mahakalpanguna yatha. न तदस्ति न यत्र न तदस्ति न यत्र मयि किम अन्यतम अभिवांचामि सर्वं सविनमयं स्थितम्. So what is there? What shall I do? Whither shall I go? What shall I take? What shall I give up? The universe is filled with the self just as by the water of the great delusion. And there is not that place where I am not there. So sense of incompleteness and sense of duality has been dropped. There is not that object which is not in me. And what else shall I wish for? Everything is full of pure consciousness. So what has been author trying to tell us? It is everything is Chidakash. It is a solid conscious existence. There is nothing other than that. So last three shloka. Hey Raghava Satvasta Ravante Shishya Vartamani Sama Samarasa Saumya Satatam Sadhu Vrittaya. Raghava, those who are established in Sattva, harmony, knowledge, light, take delight in the way of the virtues. They are equally all circumstances of equal disposition, gentle and always virtuous conduct. तेषां पदं महाभावो अनुगन्तव्यं हि सर्वदा कोऽहं कथमिदं चेति प्रयत्नेत विचार्यत्. Mighty arm Rama, these footsteps must indeed be followed always. What is that? Who am I? How is this universal world born? This thus let it be investigated by everyone. And last shloka tamasi rajasi chaiva jati manyapi shrita swavikaya vivekavashadyanti Santasasthanika Jatikam. Those good men who are clenched to and united with a class of tamas, rajas, or even others, attain to the state of sattvika class, and though the power of their discrimination is different. So, likewise, we have finished this story called a story of Daasoora. The story of Daasoora has only one pointer to us. It has to tell us that this world is a long, long, long dream. Enjoy. World is long, long dream. Enjoy. And how to enjoy? Do remain as a simple and disciplined man. Do all the activities like whatever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are, be 100%. Take as this life as a time pass. Spend life very preciously, very happily, knowing very well that it is only the divinity which does everything. Not we, not we, not we. And likewise, keep on adding these positive suggestions to this, and accordingly we will reach to the end of story of the Shura, where it says that yogic samadhi is what? It is the mind minus the all the dirt. That is all. Vishaya Vasana, if it is dropped, what happens is pure consciousness, pure consciousness, pure consciousness like blazings only. So dissolve the mind by remaining as nobody. You have to remain nobody. Nobody is always happy. Somebody is upadhi yukta. So somebody is always miserable. So let's say I take my own example. I am a somebody. As a father, I have a son. I am a somebody. As a grandfather, I am a grandson. I am a somebody. I have a somebody. As a brother, I am a brother. I have somebody as a sister, so I am somebody as a brother. So likewise, it keeps on going, and this is all imaginary. So what has been important is you have to catch hold of the divinity and dissolve the mind by remaining nobody, and just be. Activities will happen, but there will be no claims on doing or not doing. And dreams comes after dreams comes after dreams. And if you're not getting dream, where is well good. But if you're getting, make an interpretation of that. Exactly all these things are happening in the mind, and mind get dissolved and absorbed. And what is the spirituality? Freedom from body identification is spirituality. Freedom from the notion that I am the jiva is spirituality. You will get nothing, you will not lose. That from which angry, that from which, if you want to really get rid of anger, what you have to do is you have to do vivek. If vivek is not possible that time, change the location. Come back again and join the person to whom with you are angry. So slowly this attribute of your life will change, and what will happen is you will always remain tranquil, contented, blissful, cheerful, happy, and overall relaxed and cool under all the situation. That means this relative world is not troubling you anymore. You don't take this relative world as a true, you only take this relative as a drama. You take this relative world as a long, long dream. You take this relative world only as a reflection of the person who is standing in front of it. So you take any one of this, what will happen? This waking state will not trouble you. This dream state will not trouble you. Then the Shushukti state will not trouble you, and Samadhi state will not. All the stages comes and go. You remain happy, and remaining happy is what? Remaining in yogi samadhi, and that is what? If you are remaining in sitting side by and you are meditating for 1 hour, it should be 100% 1 hour meditation, not like 55 minutes suffering and 5 minutes meditation, not like that. So that's what has been told by the story of the Shura. Keep a divine principle, keep a divine thought in your mind, and go on the footage which has been built up by the Dashura for our betterment. What is that betterment? Betterment is very simple, that you have to remain in synchronous with the Sattvic, that is harmony, knowledge, and light, and see to it that everybody is happy who comes in our life if he is really following himself as a path of spirituality. With this prayers. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy fruits of Sri Ramachandra. If anybody wants to ask anything, he wants to chat, he can always chat in between also. My top chat is always on. So you can comment upon that so I can include something if required, or maybe we can chat each other. And with this, we have completed the chapter number 10, and we'll be starting tomorrow best of the best story. Let us see how it goes. Janoko Pakhyana, the story of Janaka. Thank you.